Hello guys, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Welcome to Adiva's universe. Welcome to this space. And in today's video, honey, we're gonna talk about how to create the access for yourself, how to create luck for yourself. I am a firm believer that luck isn't something that just happens. It's something that you create for yourself, and it's something that you create for yourself by the things that you think and the choices and the steps that you'll be doing to have whatever it is that you want. Now, I'm gonna share a personal story with you guys. Like when I was what was it, 18 years old. I just turned 18 years old. I started working from my 16th, and I had to ask my parents permission because I was underage, blah blah blah. And then when I turned 18, I stopped working that job because I was working as a you can say administrator. So I was basically just fixing all of the papers for yearly bookings, all of the how do you call this, all of the insurances, invoices, clients, payments, all of that. So I was basically organizing, administer all of that. And back then it was just paper, it wasn't like right now where everything is online. And that was my job for like 2 years. And then when I turned 18, I wanted something better because now I could have officially worked. Now the bad side was that of course I was still studying and going to school during the morning, so I only had time available to work after 2 in the afternoon. And I started looking for a job. I started applying. I previously have worked as a waitress, and it was great, but it was very tiring. And with my studies, I couldn't do a job that's too tiring because otherwise I wouldn't have time to study. So much better. So what I did was start looking for other part-time jobs to do in the after midday. And guys, this was like a whole spiritual experience for me, because I would go to school, in the morning. Then I would go from my school to the city center, walk all the way there, because back then, girl, everything was walking. The buses, transportation wasn't as good as today, baby. And I will walk and go down the main street and see all of the stores that are looking for to application, and get into the stores and ask for an application. Back then you had to ask for application, girl. It wasn't like the online days, honey. And I did that. So I went through all of the store, gathered all the applications, and after that I would walk home. Like from the city center, I would walk towards home. And it was like 2 in the afternoon, midday. It was hot as fuck because of course I'm in the Caribbean. It's Aruba, baby. 27 degrees, 84 48 Fahrenheit. We're not playing over here. And your girl was walking because my father, my mom, all of them were working, so they couldn't pick me up. And every day, daily, in the morning and in the afternoon, I will walk to school, come back to school. Like it was just the thing, right? And then I will go home, fill in the application, do all the things. Then the next day I would go from school, I will go walk to the library, print all of the documents, my identification, passport, whatever documents I needed for all of the applications that I had. And then if I had time that day, I would walk to the city center to bring back all of those applications. If I was a bit too tired or had study or things to do, I would do it the next day. And I did that for almost like 2 months. 2 months I was walking to the library to make this copy, walking to these places to get these pictures, to get these papers, walking to go to these interviews. And a lot of the times I would get the interview, but I wouldn't get the job, or vice versa. I also didn't have much experience. Like I was looking for basically my first job aside from the one that I was already doing, that was just basically paperwork. And I am sharing this because through all that, I was creating the opportunity for myself by walking to the city center to get the application, walking back home, fill in the application, ask my father for help because I wasn't sure about the documents. You know, it was my first time. I was 18. Then from there, wait until the next day after school, walk to the library, have a little bit of money that my mom would give me, or from my own savings, and print all of these papers that I needed, and then study, because I was of course going to school. And for 2 months I was walking to all of these places, waking up in the morning. I would walk from 8 a.m. at 7 a.m. to get there at 8:30 just for the interview in the morning. And it was so much like putting in the effort, sweating, walking. And while I was doing that, nothing was going in my way. Like, I wasn't receiving any of these jobs. I would get the interview, get so much excited, try to create that feeling of like, oh my god, this is the job, I'm gonna get this, this is the one I'm gonna get, you know. Even though deep down I wasn't still sure, I was still trying to create that feeling and be on that high vibration, to later on not receive the opportunity or not receive the job. And for 2 months, like, I was just being tested, because I felt so angry, in a sense that I was doing all this effort, doing all of these things, I wouldn't get the opportunity. But that wouldn't take away that I was still creating that opportunity for myself by continuously showing up, by continuously not giving up, not letting, just because I didn't get this job, okay, I would feel bad in the moment, it is what it is, move on to the next one. Like, I wouldn't have not loosened my my courage, my faith. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna continue. Like, maybe this wasn't for me, and it's okay. And it feels bad, you know, because I did so much sacrifices to try to get it. Like, these people have no idea, you know. They would think, or maybe she just go with the car, they pick and bring her up or whatever. No, I was walking this whole time, and I would have to take in mind that my walk would be 30 minutes or 40 minutes depending on the distance. So it wasn't just like, oh, a 10-15 minute walk. No, honey, it was 30 to 40 minutes minimum, from the library to my school, from the school to my home, from the city center to my home. And sometimes if I wanted to go to the hotel area, I had to take the bus, so I had to even walk to the bus station, from there go to the hotel area, from the hotel area walk towards the place. So it was a lot. And the reason that I want to share this is because if it wasn't for all of those steps, if it wasn't for all of those things that I was doing, I would have not received the opportunity, which later came up to be. Zara was building up to open that time the first store in the Caribbean islands, and I remember seeing the poster. Like, for all those months that I was applying all of these places, I did not care to apply to Zara because I thought they were only going to look for people with certain experience, and you know, I have no experience, I had nothing, so I didn't even care to apply there. And you know, as my last attempt, my ex at the time was like, why don't you apply at Zara? And by this point, I have applied through the whole city center, like all of the stores there, all of them. Like, I've already applied. Like, it wouldn't even make sense to reapply to some of them. Like, some of them I applied 2 to 3 times for different positions and different jobs, and didn't got any of them. So I was like, okay, let me just try it. 2 weeks before the store opened, they called me for an interview. For like 2 weeks before. The interview was next week. I went to the interview. It was the craziest experience, because I had no experience in retail, nothing. I had no job experience. My only experience was at that previous job. I went, you know, I dressed up. Oh, okay, focus. I dressed up, I went to the interview. It was at 12 p.m. And it was so crazy because it was an interview where it was me and a bunch of other people who were also applying. So there were two rooms. The first room, you get in, they will check like if you're on the list of today's interview. If you are, you will pass to the next room, which is where I was sitting with all my other people who were also there for interview. And then the HR, like we waited there for like 10-15 minutes, right? Then the HR walked in and she said, okay, we're gonna do this process where we're gonna mention these names. The names that are gonna be mentioned, congratulations, you got the job. The names that will not be mentioned, I'm sorry to inform you, you didn't get the job. I was like, what the fuck? They mentioned my name and I was super fucking excited. I got the job. But the crazy part is nobody interviewed us. Nobody interviewed us. It's just like they saw the way that we walked in, and based on that, they knew who was getting hired, who had the right energy or who didn't. And then after that, the people that didn't get the interview left, and the ones that were selected stayed. And then she said like, okay, in a minute we're gonna be calling you each individual one by one to explain to you the process, the store opening, what are we expecting from you, blah 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 blah. Girl, after 2 months of walking back and forth, doing this, doing that, sweating, crying, going through it, I literally created the opportunity. Because I had faith in myself that every time that I showed up, every time that I filled the application, print all of this stuff, each time I was creating the opportunity. And maybe I didn't get the jobs. I didn't get the ones that I thought I would. But I got an even better one. And they didn't even interview me. So I was super grateful and super thankful. But I am 100% sure that opportunity wouldn't have come up for me, or I wouldn't have not created, if I didn't do all the things that I did before. Because I was determined to create this for myself, to have this regardless. And I could have gone back to waitressing because I was receiving multiple opportunities to waitressing. I didn't choose them because I knew I can do better. I knew I can find something way much better, something that's for me. And even though waitressing, some of the salary was really good, like you could have also get great tips. There is a lot of benefits, you know, like Horeca sometimes can be very good, especially if you work in a chain hotel and stuff like that. You can have a lot of benefits and perks. But I knew that I wanted something better, and I could have gotten, and I was determined to create that for myself by showing up, by walking to these places, by applying, reapplying, studying, doing my best for this interview, all of these things. And then you know, when I walked in for the individual interview, they were just like, they just told me basically when I'm gonna start, what's the salary point, uniforms, how is the process. And a few months, like a year later, after working for Zara, I asked the HR, because that was for me the craziest experience. I asked the HR, like, Annabelle, how did she knew that I would get hired? Like, how did she know that I'm a good employer? And she basically told me, the way that you walked in as if you already had the job, with excitement, with you know, like full of light. Like you walked in like, I'm ready to get this. And just that attitude, we could have seen that you're hired. And it was so funny because when she told me that, I was thinking back and I was like, of course, because when we entered the second room where all the other people, the other you know, my colleagues, my ex-colleagues were sitting, it was like a mirror, so we would only see ourselves back in the mirror. But then when I walked in for the individual interview, they was looking at us. It was see-through for them. And I was like, what the fuck? That's so crazy. Like, this whole time they were literally sitting there and just watching and observing us. And you know how we walked in and yada yada yada. And I was like, wow, I was so shocked, because again, there were people there that had experience in Louis Vuitton, in Renaissance, and you know, in Versace, and all of these fucking expensive stores. I had zero, and I got chosen before all of them. Okay guys, we're back. Look back there, honey. So I created that opportunity by showing up. And each time that I had those interviews, that I went to those places, that I was doing all the things, each time I was training myself how to show up. Like, I remember the first time I went to one of these interviews, I didn't feel like I was showing up in my highest potential, in my highest energy. So each time that I had these interviews with all of these brands that didn't choose me, I was training myself to walk in with the best attitude, to answer these questions correctly, to have the right attitude, to have the right mindset, to have the right energy, to show that I really want this, I can do this, you know, because I didn't have any skill. Like, it was my opportunity to start building my skills. So I really wanted to show them, like, how bad I wanted this, and that I'm gonna make it. And so each of those times that I didn't got accepted, that I got rejected, all of those times that I would walk all of those long walks, I was just thinking of like how I'm gonna make this happen, the right attitude, the right mentality, you know. So I was basically training myself and preparing myself. And by doing all of that, I was already creating this opportunity where I got hired on the spot without even being interviewed. So I really wanted to share that with you guys, because I think it's important for you to know that luck isn't, like, I know a lot of people have different ideas or perception about luck, but I truly believe luck isn't something that you wait that it happens to you. Luck is something that you create by being in the right environment, having the right attitude, having the right mindset, and creating that opportunity for yourself by showing up. How are you planning to show up? How are you planning to create this opportunity for yourself? And in my next video, I'm gonna tell you guys each step and how you can apply this to anything, and how that you can create that opportunity for yourself. And thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to share that because I really think it's important for people to understand that opportunities are not just given, they are created. You create the opportunity, you create the luck by making the choices, putting yourself in the right environment, in the right position, in the right attitude, in the right mental state, so that that opportunity can come to you. Because opportunities are always floating, they're everywhere, but they're waiting for the person that has the right energy, the capacity, the will, you know, the wanting it, not even wanting it, because it's beyond the want, it's the desire to make it happen. Opportunities are looking for the desire, and the only way that you can build that desire is by creating it. And you creating it by putting yourself in positions. So that was my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.